Shalaki, I kind of stopped it, but I'm gonna just continue with the lesson. But this is Second Peter chapter 1, and it's gonna be at verse 10. All right. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, you shall never fall. For an entrance shall be ministered unto you abundantly into the everlasting kingdom of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai Mashiach. So, ultimately going to, that diligence that you should have as a man of the Lord, as a child of the Lord, as a woman of the Lord. If you're speaking and praying unto the name Yahweh Bashim Shai, then you have a duty, and you have to have the obedience and the faith and the hope and not diligence, but the practice and the can't think of the word, the discipline ultimately, because this is a reward. Just like I don't want to compare nation Israel to a dog, but I'll say, like, how you give your cat something after they do a trick, you give it a little nibble, but of course Most High made us serve him, throughout all the years. He made us serve him after everything was formed and everything. After 7,000 years, the Lord was creating this earth. Ultimately, he's gonna give us the kingdom. He's gonna give his little ones the kingdom to govern. To you already know, make life, to be fruitful, multiply. He gonna give us 1,000 virgins. To brothel. So he gonna give us kingdom. We gotta do it like that. We gotta populate the earth and everything. We gotta have these kids come right back. We gotta populate the whole earth. You got 144,000 men. Each of them got 1,000. And of course you got them. It's gonna be a slow day, because the Lord gonna slow it down. Cause right now you see everything going fast. Just yesterday, you was young, younger. Okay, you're still young, but just a few years ago, North Korea threatening America. Of course, you still got it now. You still got Russia threatening America. You still have these other countries dropping out of the dollar or taking they faith away from the American dollar. You still have this. It's going to keep going. It's going to keep rising. You have, the inflation. Soon you're going to get hyperinflation. Soon you're going to get the dollar collapsing completely. Of course, as regular consumers, in America, you won't instantly see the dollar being taken away. You're gonna look at your bank account and still be full, and you already know. Happen next, you're gonna go to zero. Everybody gonna lose their jobs and lose their houses, lose everything. You already know. Camps. But yeah, going into that, you gotta have the diligence enough to still stand with the Lord even after all this stuff that's gonna happen. But the thing is, we want that. Why would you want to keep going and living more and more, knowing this place has nothing for us? The church, our grandfathers, at least I say my great grandfather, he would never imagine. I don't know what he was imagining, but I don't think he could never imagine my life being like this. Of course, the technology side of it, But on top of that, you have the living wise. You see all these foolishness. You got the happy bundle of sticks doing they thing, and that's where the young children. You have harlotry being glorified. Being pushed on the little kids. And also kind of feminizes everything as well, because now you have the male taken out of our household. So you don't have no man. You have a wannabe harlot, but that's a man, But kind of that's what we have in the society. I know my great grandfather, any brother's great grandfather cannot imagine life, being like this. But the thing is, it had to have been like this, because within their lifetime, we finna have race wars anyway. So the tension and the love that you think Esau or the other heathens have between our people, they love our cultures, they love our dances and our food and everything. Esau trying soul food, chitlins and poop and all that stuff, seafood, all that stuff, you know. But you see these Koreans, you see these, I think Moab and Amen. I don't know what Korea is, but you see these foreign people copying our swag and everything. They're the heathen though, so they actually might, they'll go along with it. But Esau would never, Esau would never bow down to Jake if he had a chance. You got some of them repentant Edomites that know their time is the end. They only got 10 more years left. They grandpa they had a full life, but lived 109, And of course, he was probably a little boy in slavery and telling these, slaves what to do and everything. But yeah, well, ultimately, you had these repentant Edomites on the back end that try to come in. No, I please forgive me what I did. Hey, technically, I mean, we was there technically, in the flesh, the incarnation. We were regeneration ultimately. We was there, yeah. But what you call it? And we still here. We still in the place of our captivity. We have not left. So you can say us. You can start. You never send us back with a bow. Like a happy present. But that's because you can't. The Lord made y'all do that. The Lord put us in slavery, and the Lord going to deliver us out of it. Like in times of Moses, but ultimately leading to our captivity once again. But it's gonna be the last captivity. In this place being utterly uninhabitable. These countries and this country at least. Being uninhabitable. We're lucky to have that. Because that's ultimately gonna be our salvation. It's not gonna be the death of us. It's only gonna be a death if you're on the wrong side. I'm trying to be on the side of the Most High, Yahweh by some outside. If you're on the side with money and quote unquote family, I say family sarcastically because our family they don't even know what they love in this lifetime. They don't even know what they're seeking out of this life. They think that they're supposed to be going to school and be a scholar up until they're 80. They think there's a place for them to be up until they're 80. I don't believe that. 10 years from now is long enough time. Thinking I'm finna be here until I'm 80. That's a horrible thing. Of course I don't believe that. I don't believe that. This place is still gonna be upright because you give the Lord you give these wicked heathens 10 more years they might do something. They might get in there. You give them enough time. They gonna make sure they get some androids up in here or some like some things that can actually move like a fluid like a human and everything that's you can't even notice. Or them mutants, they trying to do some X-Men type stuff. So that's what Esau on. But that's what the Lord allowed. The Lord ain't gonna allow that though. The Lord not gonna let this. They not gonna run. He not gonna let Esau run him up. And not anymore. Not for 1,000 years like he did already. Because if that happened, this play would be done anyway. But lucky that's not gonna happen. The Lord finna come save his children, his elect, and he's not finna let them fall. We're not finna let them pass away like dumb. That's what the heathen's finna do. He don't got no choice but to. This is verse 10 of Luke chapter 17. So likewise, ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which. Oh, Shalakia. I'm gonna start from verse 9. Shalakia. Doth he thank that servant because he did the things that were commanded him? I think not. Well, it's like I trow not, which means I believe not. So likewise, ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do. So that's us. That's the men of the Lord. We knew that we're gonna have to go on the highways and byways and on the streets and cry out for our people, in this place. We got to call out for our people to to deliver out of their captivity. And of course, that first captivity is your mind. Then you got your body, you eating all types of bad foods and everything. You get that, you free your body, and you free your mind. Of course, your spirit's still gonna be in your body, still on your soul. But ultimately, with everything going on in this place, you're gonna be able to free your spirit. You ain't gonna have the flesh no more. You're not gonna have mortal bodies anymore. You're gonna be able to let your light shine. And this, your light don't show, and maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. People can sense stuff like we're like dog. I said I wouldn't compare us to dog, but we like dogs can sense stuff. Beasts can sense stuff, but we sense stuff on the spiritual level. We sense that things are good and bad a little bit. Sometimes you meet a brother and within a few minutes talking, that's a good soul, even if you don't know the truth. But if you do, you already know it. That's a good brother, or sister, or child. I'm reading one more time. This is Luke chapter 17 verse 10. So likewise, ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. So come, man. We got a way to glory. That's the kingdom. We as long as we stay on this flesh and we tried it. And of course, even when we see the Lord come out, we're gonna be happy. We're gonna be calm and happy. We're gonna be dancing. We're gonna be doing backflips in that time. You might see an 80-year-old man in the truth doing backflips and everything. Cause we made it. And the angel going save his most High gonna get his angel to save his elect man. So that's a true blessing. That's that's the profit that the Lord have given to us. We don't have to do nothing else. We have to do this work. That's what matters in this lifetime. Nothing else. You're either gonna have people that lead you away from the truth, or try to give you the truth, or try to egg you on, and try to keep so we can keep going. So that's the only purpose of life is this Most High. You take that away, I have no point of living. Most of these, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans and speckled birds that know that the Most High is their God, and you take that away, we won't have nothing. These people that believe that God is a fine gold, that believe that God has 2 horns and 6 sides, that believe that their God is a Caucasian male with a long hair and a dress on and flip flops and everything, with a halo. That's Saturn worship. If they they believe in all that stuff, then they won't care. They can keep living life because they know that now. They don't have no God right now. Well, they do. Either they don't know Him. That's our part, to go on the highways and byways via unicorn, via going out in the park, to wake up these people and show them that they are special. They're special because we are a peculiar people. A chosen generation. So that's the prophet ultimate though. Receiving this truth. That's the most profitable prophet there is. The prophet. It can't get no better than that. The only thing better is living. That's all part of it. You'll be able to see planets. You'll be able to see things you'll never imagine. And that's within this lifetime. So you're gonna see that, but that's still part of the gift. It's only getting better because you received it in the first place. So now you just keep going. You can actually live, and of course, even though you finna spend eternity, And these lives, people don't want it for be like, they want to have an immortality, because their kids are die away. Well, your kids gonna have immortality too. On top of, they said they'll get bored of life. After 1,000 years. Here, most people don't spend 1,000 years. No one has been able to spend 1,000 years and say I'm bored. Of course, these young Edomites or young Jays, they talk about I wouldn't want to live that long and whatever. Ultimately, what you call it? These days are shortened anyways. You only live in 80 years, and your life is going by flash anyways. Uh, and you saying you don't want to be here, you lying. Cause we're gonna have 1,000 years, no sin, no death. We can spiritual powers. We can do anything within the scriptures, and the days gonna be slow as freak. We're not gonna have fast behind days. We still gonna love it. Everything gonna go slow just how it's supposed to be. But Slakia, so I get so this is my last scripture I'm gonna pull out. This is this is Colossians, the book of Colossians, chapter 3. I'm gonna start at verse 14. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bound of perfectness. And let the peace of Yahweh rule in your hearts, to which also ye are called in one body, and be ye thankful. So ultimately charity, sharing this truth. This is the most charitable thing that you can give somebody. This truth, the word, the light, the double-edged sword is a word, the most powerful tool, weapon, life, sustenance. This is the pulse, that Daniel desire. You rather eat truth than any other food, any other physical food in the world. I'd rather eat this truth, Of course, the Lord went 40 days, 40 nights. 40 days without, eating. And so through that, we as little brothers. We are servants, and ultimately, we serving the Most High Yahweh Shai, and we want to be just like him. So we want to do the same thing. If he can do it, we want to try to do it too. If we know we can't, we still gonna try to do it. And that's not stupidity, because we know that the Lord can do anything for his people. The Lord can give us spiritual power. The Lord gave many other people abilities to to kill, 300 men by themselves, or kill 1,000 men, or 175, like an angel can. And of course, this charitable gift that we've been given, that's what we're gonna use, and it's gonna be filled with it, and ultimately for the peace that we have, and of course the unit and the uniform that we have with the Most High Yahweh Shai. But ultimately that was a lesson, being that gift that we're gonna receive, being the Lord Yahweh Shai, him coming here, the cracking on the sky, and giving his elect men the crown of life, and of course having the kingdom out of all this. That's the best gift that we can give. That's what we desire to do. We desire to be, embraced by the Most High, and be embraced by Yahweh and sup with him at the same table, and be by his side, and be commanded by his angels. So this is stuff that we desire in this flesh, and of course we're still gonna desire to to this end, to the end of this place. It was an edifying lesson. Peace and blessing 1/3. So I just hope for leg, and that one's Shalom.